No, we had these lights when we used to have our hermit crabs.
You didn't start yet, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Damn. No, I didn't realize what was going on. I felt kind of dazed for a second. I felt real slow.
Well.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
It'd be the same. Yeah, shout out to the hermit crabs. I think we had 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah. Jeff, John, and Jacob.
What's the lifespan of a hermit crab?
It depends
ours
on,
were not
yeah,
long.
It depends on who's
If you don't
raising
feed them, yeah.
You're like, well, it was more of a social experiment. Let them kill each other.
If they sit in the blue bathroom for too long, they will die.
The blue bathroom. That was a bathroom Matthew and I shared.
It was called the blue bathroom because it was blue.
Yeah, because it was.
All right. I mean, that
blue.
checks out. It sounds like a Jordan Peele movie.
The blue bathroom?
Or some kind of weird, like, indie horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'd find on, like, Prime at, like, 1 a.m. You're like, we'll just throw this on.
Starring one of the Faxon brothers.
Dude,
either Nat or Alex.
Now that we're just on the
That's a good... Dude, that was solid. I think somebody out there is going to respect that.
I didn't even hear a word you said.
It doesn't matter. You're not up to date on what the current status of the Naked Brothers band.
No.
They have a joint Instagram account.
Are they naked?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. But I've like stumbled upon it and I was like, because I can never remember which one is which.
Yeah.
Between the brothers.
No one does.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Do they wear clothes?
Now they do. Yeah. I mean, they did too back then when they had their. Do you remember that show? It was a Nickelodeon show.
No.
It was called the Naked Brothers Band. They had one song that was like fucking.
They had some bangers.
Pretty good.
I wish I could remember.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
If they came out with an album today, people would die for that shit. Like the nostalgia factor and like nostalgia marketing is at an all-time high.
Oh yeah.
I would have to assume they've tried.
I know they still like make music, but I don't know if they like record and release it. But that's something that is in the bio of their joint Instagram account. Is that love making music with my brother.
It's just so
Which
wholesome.
one said that?
I guess both of them. I guess there's a direct quote from both of them.
Do you think the other brother was like, "Why'd you put that in our bio, you fucking pussy?"
I
Like,
hope
Jesus.
so. I hope
He's
so.
like, I like making music. It's like, why'd you do that?
But if you did agree
People aren't gonna think
to
we're
a
sick,
joint
bro.
Instagram account, then you probably are not. Don't have quite that level of awareness to call your brother a pussy for putting that in there. Like if you agreed to already sharing an Instagram with them.
Yeah.
Maybe one just didn't have, enough stuff to post on their own, so they've hopped on the other brothers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Is one brother featured more heavily than the other?
I don't know.
We have a
I
joint
couldn't tell.
Instagram
I couldn't
account.
tell. Yeah, but it's private.
Who's the one that was in Hereditary? Is it the younger one?
I think.
Alex.
Fuck, I honestly can't remember, dude.
I know it's Alex and
Nat.
Nat.
I have
right?
no clue what you guys are talking about.
Naked Brothers Band.
Like, not even a little bit.
I wish I could remember the name of that
Had to be there.
fucking song that they had that was so good. Will you look up Naked Brother Band songs,
I'm
Matthew?
doing.
I just remember having a big crush on a Rosalina, the love interest
Oh
of that show.
my god, I forgot.
As like
about
a
that
10-year-old,
shit.
I was like, God damn.
I accidentally googled Naked Brother Bang.
Oh,
yeah,
shit. About to
accidentally.
get flagged.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man.
No, but Naked Brother Band did come up. The Naked Brothers Band. I've never seen these people before in my life.
Their show wasn't on for very long, I don't think.
No.
I'm
2007 to 2009.
You know what is singed into my brain from that show? Don't know why. Could not tell you. There was one episode where I don't know what the story is, what happens, but the little brother finds out their dad's name because the dad starts like dating their friend's mom or like some surprise, and they have to like meet her, and it's a classic like, we don't get along, but then at the end we do.
Yeah.
And she says something to him. She's like, "Oh, Sonny," and the younger brother goes, "Your name's Sonny?" Or he's like, "Dad's name is Sonny?" And I'm like, when you're like 8, how do you not know your dad's fucking name?
What is our? I don't know our dad's name.
I still don't know his phone number. Yeah. Well, he hasn't given it to me.
I had a thought
he
today.
He only calls on holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a thought today. Like I was
usually like 1:30 in the morning.
He only calls when he needs money. Fucking scumbag.
Andrew, I need some money.
Is that your impression of our dad?
If he was like a deadbeat, yeah.
My impression of our dad, I guess, is the same impression I do of everybody, which is, "Oh, dad, come on, though, you got
Yeah, that's not. That's the worst
Your
impression
dad's
of our
from
dad. anybody's ever-
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
who's never met our dad would do a better impression of our dad than that.
Weren't you- I saw a clip of you guys talking about your dad, right?
We talk about him
Recently.
now and again. Yeah, the one, our uncle snitched on us because our uncle who like watches the highlights and stuff. We were
Yeah.
talking about my dad, this bean story. Matthew like wouldn't eat his baked beans. That
Yes,
was the
that's
reason.
Dude,
the one
I
I saw.
fuck with baked beans too. That's what
Where he, like,
bothers.
yelled
That's what's
at
been
you?
bothering me about that
Different-
story.
different
Like I've been
times, dude,
craving
different
baked
times.
beans, but it's
Oh,
winter. You can't.
I
eat
can't
baked
imagine a more disgusting thing to
beans. Nah,
crave.
dude, I would smack a
You've been
cold
craving
can.
baked beans.
Yeah.
The way that people like crave ice cream or like anything good.
I made a
You craving
milkshake last
baked
night.
bean. Ugh.
I crave ice cream every second of every day, so I just eat it.
I've been. Nah, dude, you can't give in. You can't
I
give in
do.
to the
Dude.
sugary dairy devil, dude.
Dude,
It's
ice
bad.
cream. Ice cream is a good. You want to know what ice cream I've been on heavy lately too? Is
Panda Paws.
no. First of all, no.
I don't
I
even
don't
know
eat
what
shitty
they are.
ice cream flavors.
Panda Paws is probably a pretty respectable one.
Panda Paws is like one of the most popular, unique flavors.
No.
Okay.
That's not
What
like the
is it?
basic. You know what I mean?
It's peanut butter cups and
Mm.
cookie dough. It was vanilla ice cream.
Panda Paws.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's
I
not
think
bad.
that's that. I feel like that's
Dude,
a pretty
vanilla ice
popular
cream
one.
though is ass. Nobody should ever eat vanilla ice cream unless it's with like a brownie.
I disagree.
Unless it's with a brownie.
Dude, French vanilla ice cream.
If you're gonna have just a bowl of ice cream though, you're going French vanilla.
Oh, not like
Yeah.
if there's like 5 ice creams in front
Yeah.
of me. No. But if it's
Exactly.
there, I'm like, I fuck with this. Like if
No,
you're having
like-
like a little bit of birthday cake, maybe throw some.
Yes, no, I agree. French
with
vanilla
something,
ice
yeah.
cream is
It's a
is a
side.
side. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
eat it a la
Can't
carte.
stand on its own.
If you eat it a la carte, you might need some like chocolate syrup or something.
Like
Throw some
Exactly.
toppings
no,
on it.
You gotta
no.
whip it up.
You want to know what? You want to know what has the promise to be so good and just isn't? That speaking of our father, I know for a fact he loves. If you go to like a restaurant and their like idea of a fancy dessert is like 1 scoop of French vanilla ice cream with like some roasted pecans and caramel sauce.
Oh, see, that's bullshit.
Yeah, dude, that's an ass dessert. It sounds like it would be good, and it's ass.
That's like getting a bowl of cereal from like a breakfast place, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
I could have done this at home.
Dude,
you
I
get
do
a-
fuck with cereal though, and I don't eat enough of it anymore.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
every
Same,
like
yeah.
2 or 3 months, I'll be craving cereal, and I'll stop at the store and buy like a box of Reese's Puffs and like a half gallon of milk, and I'll eat like the entire box that night. I'll have like 5 bowls of cereal, and then I won't eat cereal for another 2 months. I think about it; it crosses my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
wild how Reese's Puffs just went full.
Dude.
We're the hip hop cereal.
Yeah, they really leaned into that for
Yeah.
some reason.
And they
Reese's
do-
Puffs, peanut butter chocolate flavor.
They're
Like,
like, what
hey.
do the kids like?
Yeah.
The kids
Hip
like
hop.
hip hop.
Right, they like
Hip-hop.
popping and logging. Listen,
Yeah.
Reese's Puffs comes from it has always been about the streets.
The cereal of the streets.
Dude,
Yeah.
I fuck with Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
The official
It's-
cereal
it's
of
the-
the streets.
The number one choice of the street.
The streets,
the,
brought to you by Reese's Puff cereal.
the
Yeah.
official cereal of the
Reese's Puffs, peanut butter
Rodney
chocolate
King
flavor.
riots. Reese's Puffs.
Jesus. Oh, speaking of ice cream, though.
Speaking of the Rodney King riots,
Yeah.
No, speaking of Rodney
What do
King,
you think Rodney King's favorite flavor was?
we're not talking about the real questions here.
Yeah.
No, speaking of ice cream, and our fellas, Mikey and Will, whenever they come to hang out at my place, we indulge in a little substance, and then it usually involves us sitting around watching pointless shit, giggling like we're 5 years old. Well, I just want to call them out right now, and they don't even know this. The last maybe 3 times they've come over, I've eaten a violent amount of ice cream because of being high. And it's catching up to me. It's the last 4 days or 4 times of eating ice cream are catching up to me. I got this peach pie ice cream.
Dude,
without
that's-
even realizing it, I ate about half of it in one sitting and about half a bag of flaming hot Cool Ranch Doritos. And God, did I pay for it the next fucking day, dude.
Well,
I
they didn't
got-
counteract each other.
I don't think that's the ice cream. I think that's
The hot and
the
the cold?
Cheetos.
Both. I have both. But I guess why I'm calling them out, they didn't. Maybe because they're also high. You can't have high people supervise a high person. They didn't stop me or make fun of me, which probably that would have helped because I'm watching something. You're just eating. And then you're not present really. And then you look down and you're like, you're like covered in shame. Like you have like ice cream on. Like I put on a new shirt I just washed, ice cream all over it. There's like particles of like peach on my chest. Then I'm just like, an hour later I stand up, there's just crumbs all over me. Looks like a fucking crime scene.
Neon crumbs.
Yeah, and they're just sitting over there not paying attention. And then the next day, I get like 4 hours of sleep, go to work. The next day I come home, I'm just in a fucking, like, the whole day, just off. My body is like fucking, I don't know.
You got treated like a temple, brother.
I could easily eat
I'm
an
praying
entire like gallon or whatever it's called.
They
Is it
do
a
it
pint
differently.
now?
Yeah, I think it's a pint now. Like Ben and Jerry's comes in pints.
No, I'm talking
The
about
little
like the
ones?
half gallons, like the.
That's a half. That I think that's
Yeah.
about
It's
a half gallon.
I could easily eat
About
a half gallon.
gallon.
I
Yeah.
could eat a half gallon of ice
About a
cream
half a
without
G.
even breaking it.
About a half G of Panda Puffs.
Give me a half G of fucking Reese's Puffs
Dude.
from the street.
No, but that was the ice cream that I've been eating a ton of lately is the Tonight Dough. Pints.
Oh, dude.
Tonight.
And I
Dough.
never
bad,
thought I
not
liked
bad.
that ice cream, but it's been just hitting different lately. Because
Is
you
that
want to know
the
what
one
it
with
is
Jimmy
about
Fallon
that
on the
ice cream?
cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
look at
it's
the cover.
got cookie dough in it, but it's not chocolate chip cookie dough. It's peanut butter cookie dough.
Oh,
Peanut butter
okay.
cookie dough.
Folks, we've all been there. Your wife gets an unmarked edible from one of her coworkers. She has no idea how many milligrams it actually is. You decide to take half and see where the night takes you. When it doesn't work, you take more. Next thing you know, you're at the highest you've ever been, and you need Cheetos. But you can't go to the grocery store because you're too fucked up. We've all been in this position, but the good news is you can still get your Cheetos when you use Instacart, because with Instacart, you get not just groceries, not just stoner snacks, but all sorts of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door safely in as little as 1 hour. And the best part is right now, 2 in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. Just hit the link in this episode description. Get yourself that deal. Instacart will deliver whatever it is you're looking for right to your front door. No delivery fee. Okay? And use it every day. Okay? Going to the grocery store, even not high, is a terrible, terrible experience. You don't need that anxiety in your life. So again, start using Instacart today. Hit the link in this episode description to get that deal of free delivery on your first purchase of $10 or more. Check it out. Start using Instacart today. If you want to do something great to support the show and do something cool for yourself, you can check out all of the sick merch we've got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Link is going to be in this episode description as well as in our Instagram bio. Hit it. Check it out. All kinds of super cool stuff on there. T-shirts, hoodies, nice accessories like fanny packs, hats, bucket hats, baseball hats, whatever kind of hat you're looking for. Not sombreros yet, but we're working on that. Pint glasses, those cool metal water bottles, all kinds of great stuff. Not just for Two in the Cooler, not just for the show, but also for the other 2 podcasts that we produce right here, Schemin' and Dreamin' and Quested, the Dungeons and Dragons podcast. So if you want to do something nice for yourself and help support the show, go and check out all that stuff again at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com, or just hit the link in the episode description. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', or Quested, the Dungeons and Dragons podcast that we produce right here, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. I was just talking with the woman who cuts my hair today about the effectiveness of podcast advertising. She's Indonesian, and all her friends are still living in Indonesia, and for some reason, all of her friends are like very rich YouTubers in Indonesia. And what she was saying to me, obviously I already knew, was that a big way that they get cash is through endorsements. And the reason that these companies are paying them so much money is because it's so effective. And you can see that on a larger scale with companies like McDonald's and State Farm, companies who, have some of the largest advertising budgets in the world, people that advertise on the Super Bowl. They're moving into podcasting now because they understand how effective it is because of a lot of the host-read ads and a couple other factors as well. It's really great. The problem is it hasn't left too much room for smaller or, even local companies to get in on the action, but that's what we are here for. So, again, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits to podcast advertising, hit us up at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Working at Ben and Jerry's sounds like it'd be the coolest job. Coming
Yeah.
up with ice cream flavors.
Yeah, if that's, I mean, there's probably like 5 people that do that.
I know.
The
Dude.
other 1,300 people that work at Ben and Jerry's probably fucking hate their life.
It's all that. You remember the old lady from the Honey Bunches of Oats commercials?
Yeah.
Who was
Yep.
like the mascot of
I
Honey
think
Bunches
so.
of
Yeah,
Oats.
she was
for some
always
reason.
smiling.
It's all her.
Now it's
the,
Stanley from The Office.
is the honey. Oh
Yeah.
no, he does Honey Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah, Cheerios.
Because I'm pretty sure it's him talking.
You should
Oh,
start
okay.
eating
Oh, yeah, I
some, 'cause
forgot
I think you
there's
just had a
to the
stroke. I
B.
think we need to take
To the
care of
B.
your heart health.
Honey Cheerios.
We just hit the auto tune on
Honey
it.
Yeah,
Cheerios.
honey.
Mid-sentence.
Honey I was trying to remember. Dude, Michael Jackson, the guy could dance. I heard. I heard.
Yeah.
That was a crazy
Yeah,
segue.
no shit.
But like, because I heard a Michael Jackson song today, and I haven't heard Michael Jackson in forever.
Yeah.
And
Was it that one? Dance, Boogie Wonderland.
no, I think it was the other one you were singing earlier.
It's the rhythm of the night.
Yep,
That's Michael Jackson?
it's Mikey J.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, who remixed that recently?
Tommy Wiseau.
No.
Oh.
The song.
I don't know.
That song, there's like a newer, like,
Diplo.
EDM, probably. There's like a new EDM, like, remix that's, like, not even that far off, where it's like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah.
Because I hear it all the time, like,
I see it on
Because
like,
that
TikTok
song
and
is
Yeah,
stuff.
pretty
I don't know who
jazzy.
wrote it.
right, and it's just like an EDM version of that song.
If I were at some kind of EDM show, like high on my mind, and that they played that song
Oh,
with a
fuck yeah.
choreographed light show,
Yeah.
I would be like, I want to live in this moment
Forever.
for all of time.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
love that song rules.
There's crazy songs rolling through my head right now. Like, just every word that comes out of your mouth, song association.
Boom, boom.
I was
boom.
just singing,
You're a music man, dude.
Well, I know what song doesn't get played enough anymore is Forever Young, the Jay-Z one.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Banger.
I loved that song when it came
Dude,
out.
that song is so good.
I remember it taking the nation by storm.
Hell yeah, man. We all
Somebody
wanted to be
fire
forever
that
young
up.
that summer.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow, how old were we when that song came
Oh,
out?
I
We
was
were
14.
Yeah.
Forever
You're
young.
like, that's me, man. I gotta stay young. I'm like, fucking
Dude.
14.
Gotta tweet this
Just
shit,
deal
bro.
with
These
spelling
lyrics are
tests
hitting.
for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah.
I
Dude, I would totally go back to spelling tests.
Oh, dude, spelling tests.
That's
Talk
life
about
is so much
fucking
easier.
Trauma from childhood.
Yeah.
Spelling tests traumatized me.
Lot
If
of-
they
lot of
did,
pressure.
if they could somehow figure out how to do life the opposite way, like make you live real life and then go to school and then go back to real
Yeah.
life,
Just
we
Benjamin
would be
Button
so
everything.
much better at school.
Oh
True,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, we used to
But
be like, dude, this school shit is so much work, and it is when you're. I guess college is a little bit different. Sometimes you actually have work through, but most of the time you don't. You just have a lot of free time.
Right, yeah.
Like K through 12 school is the easiest shit anybody's ever done. Has to
Right.
be.
They should just let you live like a caveman until you're like 10, maybe like 12, and
Yeah.
then you go to school, and then you just like get a job.
That's
They should just
that's
let you.
insane.
Yeah, they should just
Dude,
let you.
that's an insane idea.
They
that's
should-
that's crazy. Wait, what?
They should
They
just let you
completely
just
secluded.
exist.
Like you never like meet
No, they just
other children.
No, they just drop all
No, you
children
can
off.
like. It'd be like if you just
They-
had
we-
the same life, but you just
Pick
didn't
like
go to
one
school.
state and like take like Montana,
Yeah.
and you just
Just put all the kids
just put
there.
put a fence around Montana.
We need
and
to
just every
occupy
time a child
Montana.
born-
I want kids. If you're listening, I want you to take your parents' credit card, meet us in Montana, get on the next flight. Any city in Montana. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
which one.
We'll find you.
We will find.
There's
you,
only
I
like
promise
7
you
cities
that.
in Montana.
Oh yeah. So
There's like
just go
2
to-
big cities and then a bunch of small towns.
What's the capital of Montana? Anybody know?
Is it
I do.
Helena?
Emily gave
Helena?
a look like she knows the
Is it
capital of Montana.
Missoula?
Oh,
What you got, Emily? I'll tell you if it's right or not.
Helena?
No, you have to.
is
She
Helena
doesn't
in
know.
Montana?
She lied. She lied to you with that
All
look.
right.
Helena?
Pretty
Butte?
Butte. Wait, are you sure? No, Butte's in North Dakota.
There could be
I don't
two
think
views.
so.
No cap, G. Butte's in North Dakota.
No cap, G. Missoula?
Missoula, Montana.
That's a place.
Dude, that's where
I
I'm
only know
moving.
because there's one of the big colleges is there.
I'm a Missoula boy, from head to toe.
From head to toe.
Head to toe, man. We raised
Dude.
big in Missoula.
Can you imagine like living in a place like that?
Dude, my
That's so mean, but
my best friend Bill, who's co-best manning with Matthew.
yeah.
His dad is from a town in Missouri called Stover.
So,
And go ahead.
no, you go. So I got.
Oh, okay.
First of all, Helena is the capital of Montana,
God
Fuck
damn.
yeah, let's
and also
let's fucking go.
Butte. Butte is also in Montana.
Fuck.
Dude,
Unless
that'd be,
there's a Butte, North Dakota.
I
too.
think there's a couple
probably
buttes.
is.
I think there's a couple buttes.
it's kind of bullshit.
Or it
How
might
there
be
can just
South
be like a
Dakota.
bunch of places with the same name.
There's another Buffalo somewhere.
Yeah, there's a Buffalo, North Dakota, I think, or South
That sounds
Dakota.
right. One of the Dakotas. Dakota, they can't name any of their own fucking cities, dude. It's too cold to come up with ideas. They just steal names from
Yeah, they're like,
everybody
"Where are
else.
you from?" He's like, Buffalo." They're like, "Yeah, yeah, we'll just name this Buffalo."
Yeah, that sounds good. That's where we are. Well, my buddy Bill.
What is that over there? A buffalo?
That's probably
Might
what
as well be.
happened. Yeah, they're like, "We saw a buffalo here," and then everyone's like, "Is this the place you saw a buffalo?" And then it just keeps going and going and going
It's
until
like a big
just,
game of telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell some places are named that way.
Oh, that's the
Like,
best.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you-
No.
I was from Mexico, but I just moved here. What is this place? Nobody's named it yet.
It's
I
like
guess
they
it's the New
na-
Mexico.
It's like that was like the working title, and then like
Yeah.
everyone just moved on with their lives, and
Come
they're
back
like,
to it.
they're like, "Are we keeping that name?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, might
every
as
year
well."
it comes up for vote, and they just push it to the
Oh,
side.
dude,
like,
wait,
yeah.
that would be sick. If you know how the government likes to like use the media to like distract us from shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, fucking.
Preach that shit.
The one thing they could do to distract us from something, if they're gonna do it, is something fun. Like they like randomly, like something like some agency just loses billions of dollars, and to cover it up, they're like, we're gonna change the name of South Dakota, and you all get to vote on it. Like people would love that shit.
Yeah.
If like every few years
the
you could just like
name-
change the name of an entire state.
Dude, that'd be so fun if we got to name the states.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Balls. That's what I would name it. That's what I would name North Dakota.
There's always, I mean,
Hair
those are the
balls.
names that always win those polls,
Yeah.
which is what I don't know why people that do those polls have like a write-in option.
We should do
right? Yeah.
the Hunger Games.
What?
Like
In
all
a-
50 states
America?
submit somebody.
Which
See
state
which
do you
state
think would
comes-
win? Bama?
Probably
Them
Texas.
Bama boys?
Uh,
Nah,
maybe?
you know what? It would
Texas.
be a weird state. It would be like Seattle,
South Dakota.
Washington. Or it'd be
Seattle?
Washington. It'd be Washington.
Bunch of Kurt Cobains, dude. They'll take
Yeah.
themselves out
No,
before
no,
you
You
can
I
can
know
pull
that's
the
what you
damn
think.
needle
I
out of
know-
their arm.
I know
Maybe
that.
they
I
can
know
do
that's
it.
what you think, but I bet you there's a lot of people there that are like super like fitness, like wilderness mountain climber type people.
Sure.
True.
A couple of those guys, yeah.
Yeah, that know how to
Washington.
survive and
Yeah,
are also
yeah.
in really good shape.
You're right.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going
Or
Washington.
if you had to take like a smaller weird state,
Is Oregon in Washington?
no, that's its own state.
Oregon's a state?
There isn't,
Yep.
yeah.
Right below Washington.
Fuck, I just sounded like an idiot, didn't I?
That's all right, dude. Geography is my least. After English is my least good subject.
Name a city in Oregon.
Portland.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
dummy.
so easy.
Yeah, yeah, dummy.
I couldn't think of one.
Dude, I don't know why, but like
I feel stupid.
I just know geography, but
Cut
it's
that,
mostly
Emily.
because of like sports.
Put that right under the S.
Like college sports teaches you geography.
Yeah.
Right.
And
You got to know where your enemies are coming from.
yeah. Where are these boys from?
You
Huh?
got to keep an eye on them. Where you say your dad is from?
Where did you say they're
What,
from? Maine? I ain't scared of Maine. That's college sports. Maine? I ain't fucking scared of them. They're like, huh.
Maine
couldn't
would
be
be a
more
good
wrong.
one too.
Yeah,
Maine
lobster,
might be-
lobster boats and that shit.
They
right?
kind of got a little bit of everything. They got
Yeah,
like
they got
the coast.
wilderness.
They got wilderness. Yeah, they might be an underdog for the America
Yeah,
Hunger
that's not a
Games.
bad
Yeah.
one.
We just meet right in the middle of the country, like Omaha or some shit.
Sure.
Just like go to town. Start
Just go to
like
hey fellas.
gangs of
just
New York
get
shit.
after
Just
it.
everyone coming out of like different corners with weapons. I just watched that movie recently.
I've never seen
That
it.
movie's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Gangs of New, you know, like,
Yeah.
who's in it and stuff.
It's
Dude.
DiCaprio, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, Danny D's in it.
Danny D's
Liam
nuts.
Neeson's in the
Yeah,
first
there
like
you go.
5 minutes.
Mm.
Won't spoil that, but I mean, best 5 minutes. The best 5 minutes and the first 10 minutes of that movie.
So the second five.
Okay.
Yeah,
not
the
that
second
good.
5 is more of
Second
a
five.
build up to the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
The opening 5 minutes, it's a whirlwind.
That's what
You're like, what the fuck's happening? If I didn't know anything about that movie, like I knew a little bit. If I didn't know anything, like seeing that movie in 2002 for the first time must have been jarring because
It's funny that you say that because I've watched the first 3 minutes of that movie like 4 times. I've never made it past that.
that makes total sense. Like,
Not because it's bad, but I'm just like, I don't have the brain capacity. I don't even know where Oregon is. Turn it off.
I was again off a little substance, which only enhances the chaos of that movie. Just being like, just get a little bit of weed in your system, throw that movie on, and it's an adventure because it like sort of follows history, but it's like based in history, but the shit they're doing is fucking wild. Like, that is not historically accurate, just the time period is. And Daniel Day-Lewis's character, very nuanced character thing he's got. He's super racist against Irish people.
That was the thing at the time.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
which was like a very big thing.
Still
at the
should
time.
be the thing.
And parts of the movie. God, they've had it too
Take
good
that,
for too
you
long.
fucking Shamrock Shake motherfuckers. I'm Irish as hell.
Me too. Part of it is him standing. Like, there's several scenes in the movie where he's standing at a dock where they're letting immigrants in, and he's just throwing shit at them. I'm like, Jesus. They're just standing.
That was just a pastime back in the
that's
day.
the thing, dude. You had nothing else to do.
And Leo DiCaprio is Irish in the movie, and he's like Daniel Day-Lewis's like apprentice. Like, he's kind of like found him around, showing him the ropes, and he just like doesn't care. Like, he was like whipping like potatoes at Irish people. He's like, "You fucking potato eater!" Like, they say potato eater a couple
That's
times.
so funny.
And then like they're walking away, and Leo, who's Irish, doesn't care. And at one point, he tells like a super anti-Irish joke. He's like, "You know what the English did to make Ireland?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "They stood up, turned to their right, and took a big fat shit right in the ocean, and that's Ireland." Not even a good joke.
No.
And then Leo DiCaprio is like, "Oh, okay," and he's like, "Sorry, kid. I know you're Irish. I don't mean any offense by that." And he's just like, "No, it's okay." I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?"
No, it's all right, man.
Yeah, he just didn't give a shit. He's like, I don't really have any ties to there besides my entire family being from there. And he's like, "Oh, okay, good." And then just proceeds to be more racist.
Yeah, because I'm not stopping. I'm just getting warmed
He's
up.
like, "You can be Irish around me, but don't be
Yeah.
Irish around my kids." You're like, "What the fuck?"
Keep that shit behind closed
He's
doors.
like, "If you want to be Irish, go ahead, but
Yeah.
don't be Irish around me." He's like, "Okay."
What a waste of potatoes, too.
Have you seen this like thing that the potato famine? You know what I'm talking about?
The potato famine? Sure.
It's not real. Like, there
What?
was never a potato shortage.
Yeah, wasn't it a famine and all they had was potatoes?
Yeah, I think it's
That's-
like it's not what people think.
Yeah, it's potatoes saved them during the famine. Like, all
That's
they
what it
had was
was.
potatoes, not there weren't enough potatoes.
Right, because that would be kind of like not a problem.
Right.
Well, maybe like
I don't
for
know.
money. I think
No, but
their
no,
economy
it
is
says
mostly potato
it
based.
says. But if you Google it, it says that the great famine was caused by a failure of the potato crop.
yeah.
So it says no potatoes.
But isn't it
Oh,
because
alright.
the British like destroyed
yeah,
their
we're doing
land?
some shit.
Yeah. This is awesome. People probably
They
love this
salted
right
their-
now.
Yeah.
People love the potato famine facts, man.
Yeah, it's a big potato famine audience.
It's having a big. Oh yeah, the crossover, the Venn diagram.
Dude, I
between
should have
potato
like
famine and all.
I should have my own podcast through Snack Spot just about the potato famine and build some like niche audience of like 60-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like former veterans who just love history.
Guys who just have like read all the World War II books 4
Yeah.
times over, and they just need something new to get their fix.
Right, and they're like, "Yeah, my great grandpa was Irish."
This sounds like propaganda. The Irish potato famine was not simply a natural disaster. It was. Oh wait, never mind. This is not. No, I fucked up, dude. I'm out of it today, boys.
Yeah, we're all a little goofy.
I've
today.
had like 4 thoughts that I'm like, oh, this is a good thought, and I just don't. They're somewhere. They're gone. They're elsewhere now. And I've been sitting. Then I sit here in silence and rack my brain, like, dude, what was that fucking thought? And then I have another thought. I'm like, oh, but now I have a new thought, and then I lose that thought with the other thought.
right,
now I
right.
have no.
Luckily,
thoughts.
you got a couple of pros here to cover for you with potato famine
Yeah,
talk.
we'll just
No, on my
every time we
sticky
lose
note, I
track,
have.
we'll just go back to the potato
On my
famine.
sticky note, I have potato famine, and that's all I have.
Yeah.
So
Can you imagine
Should've
if
wrote
Alex
more down
Jones was
today.
around that time? Like, I want someone to make like an AI creation of Alex Jones talking in context of like different crazy historical events. Like,
oh my god,
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
have
yeah,
him be
yeah.
like back just hypothetically in the 1800s, it'd be like, the goddamn British made our potatoes gay and they all fucking died or some shit. And you're like, okay.
The British poisoned our potatoes and they're turning our children Japanese.
Yeah, some like crazy shit.
The soil.
The soil made our kids horny. All the little kids are fucking each other.
Now let me ask you. All the little. Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this: why would two 16-year-olds want to have sex unless it was the British messing with our
He just
potatoes?
does not confuse. Like, I have the documents right here. The British poisoned our potato. He always says that. Every clip of him, he's like, I have the documents right here, like to justify. Like he just holds up like any piece of paper. He's like, it's right here, and you're like, oh, okay. You
It's
just
like a
believe him.
weird,
A sheet of Arby's coupons.
Yeah, it's like a receipt. It's right here. I contacted the CIA and I got all the information right here. It's all like really little.
Yeah, it's to hide their secrets.
I
harder to
actually
read.
took this out of a CIA dumpster. It was shredded and I put it back together myself in my downtown Austin apartment. I am looking for a roommate. He's like advertising on there. I'm looking for a roommate and a possible lover if you want to move into my loft in downtown Austin.
Oh, Alex Jones looking for love. That should be like a musical or something.
That could be its
Or
own
a
thing.
reality TV
Yeah,
show.
you should talk to Tim about doing that.
Oh,
He does
hell
such a great Alex Jones impression.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And he'd nail that perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should write an Alex Jones.
I'm
music.
not allowed to ask Tim to do impressions anymore.
Why?
Why?
Because you asked him so
I
many.
did once on the show,
Yeah.
and he got pissed at me.
Did
I think about it all the time.
You got
Yeah.
actually mad?
No, it was like
what did
fake.
he- I
It
don't
was like
think so.
fake mad, but I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh, all right.
What impression was it?
He kept
Oh, he
the
just
one
was
day he
doing
kept
that-
doing that Dragonfly
that
nightclub
voice.
thing,
Oh,
like Dragonfly, like the radio, like
Oh,
I
like,
can't
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Oh, that, yeah.
But he was
Get
doing
your
it
boys
so
out.
good, and
he
he
kept
just
saying that.
he
It was
just
so
kept
funny.
doing it over and over and over again. And then something happened on the show where I was like, this would be the perfect time for the Dragonfly nightclub. So I was like, Tim, do the thing. He's like, oh yeah, it's really funny when people ask me to do shit. Like that makes it funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Tim
damn.
was like in character.
Now
for
when
that
Tim
whole
comes
thing.
on, I don't
Dude.
show up. Yeah.
When he came in
He's
the
crazy.
one day on character, or in character, it threw me off
Yeah.
a ton. And it was really funny, like, because he had all this fake
He
shit
walked
on.
in,
Chains,
yeah,
Like,
he had like a
ripped
chain
it
on.
off. Like, it
Yeah,
was
he
great.
walked in
But he was so...
and was like, wait, before we start, I got to run to the bathroom real quick.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
he
and then
walked
he-
back in from the bathroom with,
all that
iced
stuff
out.
on.
He like told us about that, and I was like, all right, man, good luck. Like, I don't know.
It was...
It worked.
It was funny. But it really, like... It
Yeah.
really threw me off.
Because you don't expect as like a podcast where it's pretty much just people coming on, like chilling, talking about life or whatever. You don't expect someone to show up like in a character.
Sometimes, yeah.
Although, aren't we all playing a character?
That's the thing, man. Dude, we never see... You can know someone for your whole life and never truly meet them.
Yeah, man.
And,
And you might never even meet yourself.
and-
Because sometimes life, you ask questions, right? And you want the answers, but sometimes the answer is the question.
And when you realize that, you open yourself up to a new kind of freedom.
Yeah.
A freedom from materials.
Well, that's why
and
that's what happens. The way that you guys are talking is what happens when people.
yeah, sorry, cut that
Yeah.
dumb shit up real quick.
What happens when people like buy a van and like put a bed on the inside and they're like, yeah, this is my
Oh, hell
home
yeah.
now.
They just stop paying
Yeah.
taxes. They
Yeah.
start
Oh yeah.
they start listening to Mumford and Sons. They're like,
Ugh.
fuck it, man. I don't need
You
to.
don't have to pay taxes if the government doesn't know where you are. You just leave.
You just play Mumford and Sons in fucking Joshua Tree, man.
Get a little banjo music, messing with their radars.
My banjo throws off their radar. They can't find me.
Throw it on the set of the dogs. Oh,
I
shit,
had
we lost
OnStar in this van until I smashed it, the receptors out of my van.
the receptors. You smashed the receptors in your brain. You smashed the receptors in your van.
Yeah,
You're living receptor
if
free.
you hit
brother.
yourself in the head hard enough, the government won't know where you are because you also won't know where you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mind control doesn't work on you if you're crazy.
Like, that's like a Matthew McConaughey case.
Yeah, that was not a bad McConaughey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He had a touch in there. I just watched True Detective for the first time, like a month ago,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good. Like it wasn't.
Is that a movie?
No, it was an HBO show.
Oh, he's in it?
It's him and Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
they're
okay. I've
detectives.
seen like clips of it. I just
Yeah.
never knew what it was.
It's good. It
I
wasn't
thought it was
like,
a porn.
Yeah, I mean, parts of it.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I just really wanted
those
it to be a porn.
those two boys laying down pipe. Ay caramba.
Yeah.
On each other, maybe. Who knows, dude? They're living free, man.
True Detective is like a Brokeback Mountain, but like for police and like crime drama. That'd be wild. Like you're watching like a crime drama.
I've
And all
never.
of a sudden, two dudes just start fucking, and that's like then that becomes like about that, and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, then that took a turn.
I've never seen Brokeback Mountain, but I used to reference it like on a daily basis.
What part of it did you reference?
Not like just the movie in general.
Oh,
Just
okay,
saying the
gotcha.
name
Yeah,
of it.
Brokeback Mountain. I
Brokeback
used to
Mountain.
say, yeah,
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain.
Well, I like that part. Oh, I like. There's that one line that's like, "I wish I could quit you" or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. That's for Brokeback Mountain, right? And then there's a one part where one of them is like screaming about how he's way gayer than the other guy. Like that. He's like,
I wouldn't even think about fucking a chick, bro.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, She's like, I need this more than you do.
It's I can tell you're thinking about women. I never
Yeah.
thought about a woman.
I've never seen a lady in my life.
They grew up in like an all men cult.
Yeah,
I
well,
hadn't-
that's how we stop them from being gay, is we only put them around dudes.
Yeah, they'll have to want women,
They'll
right?
have to need ladies then.
Dude, that's just like such an interesting premise for a movie. Like whoever wrote
Keeping
that.
a bunch of
Oh no,
boys together.
no,
Oh,
no, not
boy.
that, not that. Jesus, yeah.
That is a movie, Peter
no,
Pan.
just
Yeah.
Hook.
Damn. Hook.
Yeah.
Got it, the hook.
Aren't they making like a Tinkerbell movie?
Yeah,
But it's
I
like
think
kind of
so.
a little
Called
bit mature.
A mature Tinkerbell movie. Oh, I've
I
seen
swear to
that.
God, I think it's.
How mature?
I swear, no, it's like it's like the
From downtown.
Yep, it's kind of. I thought originally I thought it was kind of along the lines of the new Winnie the Pooh like scary movie.
That shit looks weird.
What
Apparently
Winnie
it
the Pooh
wasn't
scary
good.
Movie.
You didn't hear about
It
that?
was a Winnie the
No.
Pooh
Dude,
scary movie.
this is two in the cooler. Like this is something I would imagine you guys would have talked about.
What?
So basically, Winnie the Pooh. What do you call it when like the creator of something dies and then it becomes like not copyrighted?
Yeah, it's fair use.
Fair use, but there's like a name.
Yeah.
They have
Whatever it is, Winnie the Pooh is now that.
What is it, Emily?
public domain.
Yes,
Yes,
so
thank you.
that's what happened. So this person decided to make a horror movie with Winnie the Pooh as like the characters, like all the characters from Winnie the Pooh. But basically it's just like a dude in a Winnie the Pooh mask. And the movie's called Blood and Honey is the name
Nice.
of it. Yeah.
Not bad.
And like it got popular, but I think it's pretty like low budget. But
Oh,
it's
it looked
obviously-
as low budget. I never saw it, but I saw
yeah,
like
I heard it was not good.
poster. We'll call it.
Dang.
There is a new Peter Pan movie coming out live action on Disney Plus called Peter Pan and Wendy.
Okay. That might be
Tinkerbell's
it.
in it.
Yeah.
Yara
Tinkerbell's Revenge.
Shahidi. Yara Shahidi will play Tinkerbell.
It's my cousin's name.
Oh.
Oh crap.
Oh shit. No worries. Thanks, Emily. Will you actually?
Thank
Will you
you.
lower it though a little bit, Nate? Now,
Andrew's like, put it back where it was.
yes. Just down to your mouth. Okay, cool.
Just
Yeah.
a face.
They got to stop making these Disney live action things, dude.
Hi. I like some of them.
I only like the
Aren't
Jungle
they-
Book.
Aren't they like? Do they change anything about them besides that they're live
I think
action?
sometimes
I saw the
a
Lion
little
King
bit.
one.
I mean, yeah, like I
Yeah.
think the not the plot,
Yeah.
not like, but they'll change up like
They
the
changed
script.
some stuff.
Lines and
Not
stuff.
a lot though. I don't think.
To
What
me,
about
it comes across kind of cheap a little bit.
Yeah. For
what's
sure.
the one?
Yeah.
Is,
Sure.
no, that is.
I mean, it's cool though. Like if you're a kid right now, that's pretty cool because a lot of these movies are older.
I guess so.
But
But
Yeah,
As
well,
an
that's the
as an
thing. Like,
adult-
it's probably gotten to the point where like kids don't want to sit like. Dude, if you go back, I mean, to Nate's point, like about nostalgia from earlier, there's you could still go back and watch them, but if you go back and watch like not one of the remastered ones in like 4K, but like one of the original like Disney movies that we watched growing up, dude, they look like shit. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's very like outdated, but like
Right.
it looks bad. If you go back and watch like,
really,
what do you mean? Not
like
really.
what? Oh, I said.
Like,
Oh, really?
It just like go back and throw on like Snow White or
sure.
Cinderella,
Yeah.
like the original copy,
Yeah.
and you're like, dude, this looks horrible. Like this is not enjoyable to watch at all.
Right. Which one was that?
That was when she's singing with the birds.
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
Well, but the problem, like with the Little Mermaid one that they're making, I watched the trailer for that, and it seems like
Yeah, but did you
like
record your child while you watched the trailer for that?
no.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, that was a big thing. I think.
Viral on TikTok. People recording their children, and all their children were like, Little Mermaid comes on the screen, and they're all like, she's black. And like,
There was one video of that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
and they're like crying. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not because, like,
I was like,
happy
Jesus.
tears.
fuck these kids.
No,
Lock 'em up.
No.
They're like,
Good tears are like, this is good diversity, but like people were like recording their.
they're like, are the new wave of children in America racist?
Yeah.
Like,
Tonight at 6.
No, but like it was a
young
viral
man,
thing.
Are you racist?
It was like a
Yeah.
viral thing on TikTok. Like people,
how many
people
black friends do you have?
yeah,
yeah.
people were like putting
I've only
the
ever met
trailer
my
on.
dad.
Yeah.
yeah.
People were putting the trailer on and like recording their children, like hoping that they would have a reaction based on it.
Dude,
Like obviously,
I hope
That's
every
weird
kid,
as fuck.
like,
yeah, that's
a
what
man-
I
so
was
fucking
getting at. Was like
dumb.
it was
That's so
driving me
weird.
nuts that like people were taking their children and like, you fucking better react to this. So
I
we can go
really think
viral on the
that.
internet.
Yeah,
I
that's
really think
weird.
that the next gen, like the generation
don't-
of kids whose parents are doing that shit to them, are completely going to reject it. I hope that every one of those kids like gets Macaulay Culkin emancipated, like ditches their parents as soon
Dude,
as
it
possible.
makes you think like how it's all gonna affect kids who are like 5 or 6 years old right now, because like by the time they're our age, shit will be so much different.
Oh yeah.
You know, and like I was talking about this yesterday with my family or something. Like, you know what's worse than like little kids just like getting iPads shoved in their face? The thing that's as bad or if not worse is the parents who are just like in their phone and their kids like, mom, you know, whatever, and they're just like, hold on, and they're like texting or they're
Yeah.
fucking filming their kid. Like, that's weird, man. That's
Sad.
weird.
Yeah.
When I have kids, I don't want to be like that, you know?
Like taking
Yeah.
pictures
bad.
of your child is obviously a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
thing, but I do agree. Like some people like filming their kids. That is like what
like-
I was trying to say. Was it would
Yeah.
seem so ridiculous to me.
Like
that,
for
like,
social media,
dude,
like
you're-
for views,
you have a,
it's
you have a
weird.
2-year-old daughter. Like, I don't know. Let them watch the trailer. Like, what do you need to film them for?
Yeah, like, is my kid racist? And they just start filming.
Yeah,
it.
like what?
And they're like,
I don't understand.
and they're
Just
like,
five
It,
Yeah,
it almost seemed to
investigation
me
into my own
because it
son.
almost this is my take on it. It almost seemed to me that like parents were doing this to their children and like trying to get their children to react.
Yeah.
So that people didn't care about the children. People were like, oh, this parent obviously isn't racist because they're raising their kid to be proud of Disney for changing things up.
right, yeah. Yeah, like it's funny because it really reflects on the parents. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
like a
has nothing to
self-report.
do with the 2-year-old child.
Yeah.
Right, like if the kid reacts in a weird way, it's because you probably
What the fuck?
said shit to them that's
Oh, dude.
bad.
There's some video that my fiance watched of this woman who is an influencer. She's like a mom influencer. So her influencership like revolves around her family.
Yeah.
And their dog died. And there's a video of this lady recording one of her kids, like, who's obviously just devastated that their dog just died. This is a dog that this kid has known his whole fucking life.
Yeah.
And the mom's got the phone right in this kid's face and is like,
yeah.
cry a little harder, make it seem like you're actually crying. And the kid's like, I am crying. And it's
Oh shit.
That's fucked
Is that the
up.
one where the phone's like propped up on like the dashboard
I think,
and they're like in the
yeah,
car and
yeah, yeah.
she's like,
Everybody cry.
Yeah, I think
dude,
it is.
that shit. Like I watched a couple like video essay things on YouTube about those families, like the YouTube families, where it's like the kids and the parents are kind of like, it's all orchestrated and
Yeah.
shit, and they're everyone thinks they're just like this cute family, but some of that shit is bad because a lot of times like stuff comes out about the parents. There was this one family got kind of in trouble because they were filming the kid and they were like they were yelling at them about something and they were crying, but they kept it going for like 5 minutes and just kept yelling more because the kid like wasn't crying enough, like what you were saying. And then people, even their fans, kind of like turned on them and were like, okay, this is definitely like staged.
I love seeing
Shit, like-
kids cry, but that's
Yeah,
you guys went
it
too
needs to
far.
be organic.
Dude,
You know,
yeah,
if it's not organic,
I
I want
there's
them to be
nothing
into
worse than
Yeah.
seeing a staged video and be like, this is staged.
right? Yeah,
it. Dude, every time I don't have TikTok, but every time I like see like a TikTok type of video on Instagram or something,
Reel.
yeah,
yeah.
I just like it's all the people like they it starts off with them like setting up the camera so they're like real close to it, and then they do that thing where like as they're walking back they're kind of like
It's all just so like fake.
It's like, how many times did you have to do that? And then there's that part, and you get back and they do the dance. And
they make like the faces.
Oh,
like all the dancing TikToks, there's always like they make like weird faces.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the cheesy ones. Some people that are like genuinely just super good at dancing, like they don't do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't go on TikTok a lot either. But every now and then at work and shit. But
sure.
Yeah.
Only when I'm being paid to go on TikTok. That's what they say.
Oh yeah.
I don't really go on. I will go on TikTok like in between stuff, like to pass the time, in between games of Xbox. You know what I mean?
In between Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I don't go on when TikTok was in its prime. I feel like pandemic talk.
Yeah.
Because like, what else were you gonna do all day besides waste your brain for 7 hours?
Right.
Yeah. Not learn a skill, not do something
Exercise,
productive.
dude. Improve your body and improve your mind.
Listen, if you're 24 and you're not driving a Ferrari, what are you doing? Yeah, like literally
you're
fuck
piece of
you.
shit.
I hope you get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
I hope you get hit by a Ferrari.
I hope you get
Have
hit
fun
by
being
someone
poor.
Yeah.
Who's rich hits you with their car.
Yeah, because they worked for that. I hope you get hit by somebody who worked harder than you.
Yeah, because like, you're not working hard.
There was a podcast that I was listening to today, and they always make fun of this guy who I don't know his name, but he runs like a self-help style like motivational program, and his most recent clip, it was him and Jordan Belfort in the clip, and he's telling Jordan Belfort, he's like, there's no such thing. They're talking about sales. I'm guessing. I didn't hear the whole clip, but he's like, there's no such thing as being interested. Like if you tell somebody something and they tell you they're not interested, that's still a level of interest. Because before you tell them, before you told them, they didn't know it existed, so they weren't interested. But now that they know, even if they're not interested, not being interested like is still a level of interest. So like on a scale of 0 to 10, like not interest still somewhere falls in there as a number.
God, I hope he doesn't use that with women.
Dude, so that was the whole joke.
That's horrible.
It was hysterical to listen to this clip because even Jordan Belfort was like, I don't know if I agree with that. And they're like, and this guy is done some bad shit.
He's like, they made a movie about me, right? Like, I don't need your
about
fucking
me
advice.
Scamming people.
Oh, I actually don't get to the movies that often.
He's like, I don't even watch movies because like, what's the profit motive in that?
Yeah.
I'd rather make a movie. He's like, if I watch a movie, where does that make me money? And he's like, oh fuck, you're right. He just flips it back on him.
Leonardo DiCaprio's like, fuck, dude.
Damn. Yeah. My first job out of college was like at this office, and it was selling things, and it was all full. Like you have to be a psychopath to do that stuff. Like we go in at like 7 a.m, and the one day we get in there, and it's like before we get selling today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Flip Cup with Red Bull.
Oh my god!
And everybody was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And they're all and everybody was doing cocaine like all the time.
So like the movie stereotypes are real.
Oh yeah, dude. I was texting my buddy. I was like, "This is like Wolf of Wall Street." It was.
Oh my god!
Were they making a lot of money?
They're all broken people. A couple of them were, but not a lot.
What were you selling? If you're allowed to say, if you don't have an NDA with the.
I mean, this is maybe the lowest point in my entire life, so I hate talking
keep
about
in mind, this is the lowest
yeah,
point in my
life. Yeah, this is like, dude, so I'll tell you through the whole thing that I did.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm just going to come out and say it, in the sake of honesty, it was a multi-level marketing scheme. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that's what it is. So what we did was this company called NRG, which they own like NRG Stadium or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So that company, they hired the company that I worked for to try and get people to sign to get their energy from NRG as opposed to, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
So the job was this is what was crazy. So you'd go to the office in the morning and you got to be wearing a full suit. You gotta. And then they do like a bunch of stuff where like you stand in a circle and like scream. You play Flip Cup with Red Bull and shit.
Oh my god.
And then you go, okay, everybody go get yourself something to eat, and then you get assigned a Walmart to go to, and then you and like one other person will go to this Walmart and set up a table and try and get people to like sign up. And, so by the way, what I should say is between leaving the office and getting to your assigned Walmart, you have to change into the NRG polo and khakis and like lanyard and stuff. So you have to take off your full suit. And I would just like, so I would change in like these Walmart parking lots and like hang my suit up in the back of my car and then put this shit on. And it was so, terrible.
Changing before you left the office?
Yeah, like
no, because there was nowhere to like.
Why'd they make you show up in a suit just to change into?
Because it's all about that like crazy mentality. They had a bathroom, Matthew, but I don't know, dude. I guess it was just like
a low point, man.
I guess it was just like frowned upon. But this guy, the guy who was my boss, he was telling me one time like his boss would put whenever they were doing interviews. They would put a mini fridge out in the waiting room with water, soda, and Bud Light. And if somebody walked into their interview with a Bud Light from the fridge, they would get hired on the spot.
Hell yeah.
That's sick,
on the spot. Like, that's the kind of people that they were looking for.
Right.
And, dude, I just go into this Walmart.
They're like, you like to party? He's like, yeah. They're like, all right, you're right.
All right, dude. That's sick.
Fucking party, bro.
Yeah. Do you have a suit? He's like, no. They're like, yeah, that's okay.
We'll get you one.
We have 40 NRG shirts in the back.
Just wrap one of those around your waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to these Walmarts on this table and like try to accost people and stuff, and they have such a weird way of measuring your success at that because it's not just about how many people you get to sign up, but it's like points if you get people to just stop and talk to you.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. And God, I would just go in there every day and I would just look at these white floors of Walmart and imagine blowing my fucking brains out all over these white floors. And this one time, this old woman came up to me, and she didn't really speak English. She just spoke Spanish, and she came up to me, and she was saying something in Spanish, so I couldn't understand her. I was like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't know." And she's like, eyes. You have sad eyes.
Oh my God.
And I went in my car in the Walmart parking lot and I bawled my eyes out, dude. Because and like
you pulled a gun out of your glove compartment. You're like, no,
just
not today.
Looked at it,
not today.
Put it back in. Like, because I get in my car and I take off the NRG polo and I've just got like this white undershirt on. A Spanish mystic just told me that I have sad eyes, and then a seagull takes the biggest shit ever on my windshield, right on my driver's
Sounds like
side.
A scene from a movie.
Yeah,
like that actually.
So,
question for you.
It was so bad.
I like.
That's crazy.
Weren't you only there for like 3 weeks?
Yeah, I was.
That was
and
only in
terrible.
3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It was.
That's why you need to be on Coke and Red Bull to get through that shit.
What was like the like when you went into interview, like what did they say you were going to be doing? Like, is that how they drew it up?
It's like some kind of marketing thing.
Did they sell you like when you got interviewed, did it line up with what they said, or did they kind of like scam you a little bit and be like, no, it'll be like this, and then you show up and it's that, going to Walmarts and shit?
I think it was kind of like more of a scam type deal because the in the interviews, you'd sign in and you put like what job you're like here to apply for.
Yeah.
And it's, the job title that you see on like the Indeed listing or whatever.
Right.
And some people would write like marketing job and some people would write like sales job or whatever, but it was all the same job.
Yeah.
So they just put it out with like a bunch of different titles to it and stuff.
Were you any good at it? As far as getting people to talk to you and stuff?
Yes, but really? I hated it so much.
Were people mean?
Or
not really?
Nobody's ever mean to me. But
I did that once.
For
some guy in a Walmart was like, "Hey, we can help you lower your energy cost." And I was like, "Fucking, it's huge."
Yeah. Did you sign up then?
Fuck yeah! But then he sent me all the shit, and I never actually signed up.
That's what you still get.
I probably still get emails.
You still get like he still gets paid for that. So that's.
I'd be like, "Do you get
fine.
Paid for this?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." I'll put my name down.
That guy, like, I mean,
Seymour Butts.
Third day I was there, they fired this guy because he was an alcoholic, and he just like, dude, I remember
That's fucking awesome.
we like went, and this guy, the two like managers, this dude, I think his name was Brad or some shit like that. Chadley Bradderson, and he was like great pals with the two managers, and he'd been there for like a long time. Not that long. I mean, he wasn't like super old or anything, but we did like a team bonding thing. We all went to a bar the one night. It was fucking so weird.
Like, let's do coke off your dick. Like, what?
Everybody was either on cocaine or actively ripping dab pens, like just anywhere. It was, and so I see them like doing shots with Brad that night, and then the next morning I go in and I say to my boss, I'm like, "What's up, Ross? What's going on?" He's like, "Just had to let Brad go because he's an alcoholic." And then I remembered that when I walked in that day, I saw this Brad guy leaving, and I was like, "Dude, it's time. Where? I don't know. Where is he going?" Like the day is starting.
Getting the jump on his Walmart.
Dude, and he did not look in good shape.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
He's like, "Man, they fired me because I'm an alcoholic." You're like, "Isn't everyone here an alcoholic?" He's like, "Yeah."
Weren't they buying you shots at the bar last night?
Yeah, didn't they take us out as a team bonding experience?
That was so...
That'd be crazy. Like, they take you out to
lunatics.
drink, you get drunk, and they're like, "Jesus, dude."
They
and
just
you're
need
like,
a reason. They were like, "Dude, we need a reason to fire this
yeah,
guy.
maybe the whole thing was a scam. They're like, we just need to fire Brad.
I don't know, dude.
We don't fuck with Brad."
That place was wild.
That's crazy, man.
It was strange.
Yeah.
We should do the who would win, though?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. So I know Matthew doesn't maybe have a ton of time. Oh, you don't have any time?
No.
Okay.
But we were talking about Brad and Chad.
I know. Sorry that went way too long. But the who would win of the week this week is Cocaine Bear versus the Beast, the dog from the Sandlot. Great matchup. It's Hercules versus Cocaine Bear. Two apex predators at the top of their game.
Yeah.
Which one's going to take it? Oh, man. Do you here's a real question. Could Benny the Jet Rodriguez outrun Cocaine Bear?
Yes.
If he had his
That's
flyers
amazing.
on. If he had his PT flyers
His
on.
brand new
yeah.
PT flyers.
Yes,
Straight
if
out
he had
the
his flyers
box.
on.
Right.
How the fuck where did he get those, by the way? Because they're scrounging around for dimes to buy a single baseball. Where did he get
He
those
was sitting
shoes?
on them. He was waiting.
Gotcha.
He got
Yeah,
a
maybe it
2-for-1
was
deal
maybe it was
last
a
time he
Christmas
bought
gift.
them. And he was going to win. Yeah, it was a 4th of July gift.
I'd be like, "Yeah, you want a baseball? Sell your fucking shoes, Benny.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah.
You want to make it to the pros? This is what you got to do.
Want to go pro? Can't have shoes, man."
Yeah.
Well, my first question would be, what kind of drugs is the dog on? You know,
Dogs on no drugs.
Yeah, no, I don't think any drugs.
The Beast is just the Beast.
He's just the Beast.
Does it affect the argument that in the end of the movie doesn't the dog like come up to them and they like pet him? And
Yeah,
shit?
so that's
so.
exactly where I was going
He's
with
still
this,
the
too.
Beast, though.
No.
For a lot of it.
No, that's... Come on. The whole point of that
Is
is
it a
that
sham?
It's all a legend. It was never real.
Right.
The Beast is
Just like Cocaine Bear.
See, I've never seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I have to imagine at the end of the movie, the bear does get defeated because it's based off a true story. And, like,
Yeah.
In real life,
Cocaine
he
Bear's
just
not
died.
still running. Yeah, so,
In
like...
real life, he like did the coke and then they said he died in like 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But, like, theoretically, I would imagine... Not theoretically. I imagine he still eventually dies. So, if
Yeah.
I'm the Beast, my plan is to sprint around the ring until I give this thing a heart attack
Oh,
because
yeah.
it did too much
True.
cocaine.
Yeah.
And I think dogs are actually pretty good against bears.
I feel like...
Huh.
Well, the thing is, maybe
yeah.
a black bear, but Cocaine Bear appears to be a grizzly.
Yeah.
Here's my thing about bears. I feel like bears are fast,
They are.
but I feel like they're not all that agile. Like, if you got a bear just running in a circle,
Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't be that fast because think, like, the way that their bodies are, like,
Yeah,
they don't turn well.
The weight distribution is off.
I feel like they don't turn well.
Because their tummies, like, go that
Because they're
one
kind
way.
of thick. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that makes
because, like,
sense.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's all
No,
about
keep doing it.
it's all
Well,
about
I'm picturing a...
it's all about the angle.
Well, I'm picturing, like, a dog... No, just the shape of a bear doesn't look like it, but I guess if you think about it, it's like a... weight
Well, if the
distribution.
dog has
your-
like an
your
AR-15,
outside
I'll
leg
take-
is probably full extended, whereas like your inside leg's probably bent, and you're just
Okay.
Right.
you know what I mean.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on the terrain as well, because the beast is more of a, sand backyard terrain. The cocaine
City
bear,
streets.
he's climbing. He jumped into an ambulance in the one part of the movie. I put on the movie with Monkey and Will. Fell asleep about 10 minutes in.
So you don't know how it ends either.
I don't.
Yeah.
I literally fell asleep 10 minutes in. Woke up as the credits were rolling. So
Which is the best time to wake up to a movie?
Yeah, because then you're kind of like, well, at least I didn't get parts spoiled. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
I can go back and watch this,
Uh-huh.
which I probably will. I actually was like really excited to see it, but yeah, I mean, I think most large mammals on any drug, any upper. Yeah, I mean, if it was Weed Bear, it'd be a completely different movie. You know what I mean? It'd just
Sure.
be like sitting there, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not that
The
bad.
Beast would literally.
See, I
just
think
piss on
Weed
him.
Bear would have a better chance against the Beast than Cocaine Bear.
Weed Bear would be funnier, probably.
Yeah, Marijuana Bear.
Yeah.
Yep. Stop asking to like start a
He
restaurant
smokes one
and
of
stuff
those-
with them.
Yeah,
Cha-
he's
he
like,
smokes one of those raw challenge joints.
That's
you know
a
what
good
I'm saying?
question.
he's like, you and me should get a timeshare after this,
Yeah.
man. You're
If-
like, shit, okay.
If Cocaine Bear starts asking the Beast to open a bar with him, will that take the Beast down? Probably. I don't think the
Or will
Beast
the-
can handle all that.
Will the
stuff.
bear try to sell him something?
Oh yeah, dude.
Come up with a business idea, and he's like, dude, you and me, like, we should fucking no, hear me out. He's like, not even talking. Hear me out. Wait, listen. You and me, right? It's like Uber, but for houses. And he's like, oh, Airbnb. He's like, no, you're not listening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Cocaine Bear, I think.
I mean,
I'm gonna,
my head's in the game, but my heart's in the song. Dude.
see, I'm gonna go with the Beast.
This one.
I'm gonna go with the Beast, and the reason that I say that is not because I think the Beast is like physically tougher, because again, the movie goes to prove that the legend of the Beast is just that. It's a legend. It's
I love
It's
the
a
way
tall
you said
tale.
that.
He's
Yeah.
got James Earl Jones on his side.
you know what I mean.
a
So,
blind James Earl
Yeah.
Jones.
You want to hear about baseball?
but
No.
I think that
Not really.
Cocaine Bear, like, I just don't imagine this thing doing well. Like physically,
Yeah.
Cocaine
Right.
Bear, although he might be angry and ripping humans apart, like that dog can run.
I think the Beast is going to throw him for a loop for sure.
But I don't think from a physical perspective, I think the Beast could just keep running until Cocaine Bear dies. Like, you see how the
Yeah.
Beast chases
Benny.
Benny through that small town.
Yeah.
Right, he's got endurance, yeah.
That's
True.
true.
He's
He
a
chased him
dog.
for, like,
he'll just
About 10 city
sprint
blocks.
around. And
Yeah.
like, again, like, it's hard to, like, when a dog's like, you know what I mean? Like, got a lot of energy,
Yeah.
like bouncing around and like being agile. It's hard to get your hands on a dog. And like,
All
if
my
Cocaine
dogs are
Bear's like,
agile, you know what I'm
"Oh,"
saying?
like if Cocaine Bear like gets in his face and like corners him, and then Beast right through his legs, gone. Now
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear's got to turn, which again we just talked about this. Bears probably aren't that agile, fast in a straight line maybe, but not that agile. But that's alligators, right? Not bears that you zigzag. Or
Yeah.
can you zigzag a bear?
I don't think you can zigzag a bear. Maybe
You
you
ball
can.
up.
Maybe
No,
bigger-
humans
bigger.
are
Ball
supposed-
up,
Humans are supposed to ball up, back up, pretend like you're a rock.
dude.
that's
I
not
honestly
alive.
don't think anybody knows what to do in a
No,
bear attack.
you're supposed to ball up,
Right.
because
I've heard-
that's what bears do. Is they will try to roll you over and open you up, and then just
Right.
rip, like
Oh, okay.
shred you.
It's like
or
that
insides
trampoline game, popcorn. You got to pop.
Like that's
Yeah.
why.
bear.
That's
Yeah,
why like
cocaine
a
bears
bear
got
attack.
popcorn, the
That's why
beast.
like a bear attack. Like you got mauled by a bear. You didn't get like eaten by a bear because they fucking while you're alive.
They
Yeah,
riveted
do
you.
they
Yeah,
eat
take
you, or do
you
they
full
just like
spread.
beat the shit
No,
out of you?
they rip open your insides and fucking
Yeah.
Your neck. Usually
while you're
like,
still alive.
Yeah,
feel
they
like-
the step on. Literally, it's like step on your chest and just start eating
Just
whatever.
clawing your shit out and eating
Yeah,
it.
because I feel like wild cats, they always go for the neck.
Yes.
Like, they like scratch
Yes.
your neck until you just
They
you're
cut.
dead.
That is why. Listen, pro tip for anybody out there: if
Yeah.
you're gonna be killed by a wild animal, make it a wolf or like some kind of big cat, because
'Cause
that's
it'll-
right, Nate. They do it quick.
It'll
Bears,
Yeah.
bite your neck and just
Yeah,
you'll
and
die
then- yeah.
pretty much.
And
So a
then-
bear, you say what? Just kind
It
of like
eats you
stomps you
alive,
to death and then
basically.
just
No,
eats you.
No,
it
it
eats you
just eats
alive.
you
Like
alive,
it pins you
essentially.
down and it rips your insides out.
Yeah,
my
just
God,
toss you
dude.
around.
That's why you
It's
got to
the
go
most
rock
fucked up
mode. So hopefully it just smacks you
You
around
ever,
and then you roll
go
down a
into
hill
rock-
and you're
rock
far enough
mode,
away
yeah.
from it.
Holy shit.
Or have bear spray.
bear spray. Sure.
I do usually have bear spray on me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock in the beast myself as well.
Yeah.
I think the beast, the amount of heart that the beast has, cannot. I
Hard
mean,
work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I just fucking hate Cocaine Bear. I just have this feeling like I wouldn't like him.
You
'Cause
guys
I
wouldn't
agree.
get along.
He would.
What are
I
his
agree.
political beliefs before I really
What did
before I can get into him?
Why are there so many genders, bro? That's what Cocaine Bear
Yeah,
would
Cocaine.
say.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
why he's so mad. If he could speak,
He's
we
mad
would
at
have.
all the genders.
Maybe if we just talked to him, we could have just figured this whole thing out. We're like, why
Yeah.
is he so upset?
Why is Cocaine?
Why are we trying to
Because
kill
he's
him?
got
Maybe
all
we
them
should just talk
teeth
to
and
him.
no toothbrush to brush him. No, dude, it's his fucking Abdullah Oblongata, you fucking dumbass.
Someone slipped him cocaine.
Yeah.
Did you see that like fake movie poster that went around? It was Meth Gator. I could not tell.
Meth Gator versus Cocaine Bear. I'm taking Meth Gator all day long.
Yeah.
Meth, yeah, no, because that shit changes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never
Cocaine
done that
Bear.
shit, but-
Cocaine
you know what I mean?
Bear could bite Meth Gator in half, and Meth Gator would still be fighting just a
Yeah.
flesh wound
Wouldn't
style.
even notice.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
just
even
a
notice.
flesh wound. Let's lock that in. You're locking in Cocaine Bear. Did you lock in yet, or did I make that up?
Yep, no, I'm gonna lock it on
All right.
Cocaine Bear.
2-1. Cocaine Bear. 1. The Beast. 2. I don't
We'll
know.
let the
I'm a
fans
Beast guy.
decide.
Yeah, we'll let the fans decide on Instagram on Friday. Vote on that. Who would win of the week? All right. I mean, not that I had anything productive this entire episode. I was absolutely soup brain.
I think you did a great job, dude.
I appreciate that.
I'm a little bit in sleepy boy mode.
I'm so
Yeah, I
I
tired.
feel like I didn't
Me
deliver.
too.
Feeling good though.
And my head hurts.
No, I
I
think
think
we
we
did
had a lot of
exactly
fun.
what
This
we
hat,
needed to
this
do.
hat, like is
A
just
little too
vice
tight.
gripping
Look at
my
this.
skull.
Look at this. Look at this. Little sneak peek behind the scenes.
Dude, oh shit.
Yeah, when my hat gets too
This-
tight during the show, because your earphones hold it on.
Oh, that's
so I just
gold.
go straight up.
That's
full
genius.
Shit, I
unzip.
feel it already.
Yeah,
oh damn, I feel like I
dude,
took my
yeah.
bra off.
Full unzip.
oh
Yeah, see?
shit.
Little tricks of the trade here on the cast.
This hat
boys.
actually used to do that
But on its
randomly.
own?
Like when I first got it, I'd put it on and my head's so fucking big, it'd be on like the second dot. It'd just go just like just burst, and I'd be like wearing it. I'm like, fuck. Like,
For the first time in my life, I got a hat, and my head didn't shrink at all, but I got a hat that must just be run large, because I
Yeah.
have to go one past.
oh, okay.
I have to go one button past.
You don't think your head's shrinking at all?
No.
No. Does that ever happen?
Don't even give me
I
that
don't know.
shit.
When you
Andy.
get old, does your head
Just-
get smaller, or do you just, the rest of your
No,
body?
but you do.
Yeah, I don't think your head does.
It'd be
get
funny if
smaller.
like,
Danny
your
DeVito
body
used to be like 6'3".
Yeah, you could dunk.
That'd be a sight.
You
Yeah.
can still look it up. Like on the set of Taxi, they got him a basketball hoop, and he would dunk over Christopher Lloyd. There's videos of it somewhere you can see.
Damn, dude.
He's like the Spud Webb of sitcoms.
Danny DeVito was actually a power forward at Georgetown before he was an actor. That's what they don't
Oh, yeah.
tell you.
He beat out Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, there was an underground basketball game. He beat Patrick Ewing
That
one
was
on one.
incredible.
Yeah,
They both sweat the same amount.
yeah. They both. He just goes between his legs every time. He's like, look. He does like the classic movie thing, like, look over there. And Patrick's like, huh? He goes between his legs and then does like a Spud Webb like 180, dunks that shit. I'd pay money to see Danny DeVito play basketball,
Yeah, that'd be
but
fun.
like competitively, not just goofing around, you know.
$100,000 on the line, 1v1 to 11. Do you think you can beat Danny DeVito in a basketball game?
I do actually.
Oh fuck yeah!
I do
Fuck
actually
yeah.
think
I've
that.
never felt more confident about a thing in my life.
I'm 1-0 in our podcasting career in basketball games. So
Who'd you play?
Where's the evidence?
yeah,
We
unreleased
did
footage.
this big. Yeah, we did this big thing.
We thought it was
went-
gonna play.
The Crunch Gym around the corner was so nice. They let us use their during COVID. Nobody the basketball court was closed, but they let us use it.
Filming
Yeah.
it.
And we had 3 people on camera like recording us doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I started to edit it, and I was like, I hate editing this, and I just
Dude, the
stopped.
other
okay.
This was
problem
over. This
the
was
other-
so long
the
ago.
Yeah, I
other
was gonna say
problem
I'd love to
was-
see that.
The other problem was we were both so gassed, so it was 1v1 half court basketball. Dude, we were so exhausted, like we couldn't. There's no.
They were like, if everybody goes to wear masks, yeah, you can use gore, no problem. And by the end, we like got him on our chin because like,
Yeah, I
couldn't,
mean,
like,
breathe.
and so there's no like talking. It's just us being exhausted,
Just
like,
heavy
and
breathing.
chucking,
dude, literally,
chucking
it's
up
just
the
heavy
worst
breathing.
shots.
you gotta
Oh.
get like lapel mics and turn the gain up all the way, so it's like
Oh,
you just hear
dude.
like every like your shirt's
We
like.
should have done that actually.
Dude, we should have a snack spot Olympics
That I'm in for.
Yeah,
where
that'd be
it's
fun.
like everybody from each show is like maybe a team.
yeah,
Well, there's only 2 of you guys.
yeah,
That's
and
fine.
two
Well,
seniors.
Emily could be
give
on your
Scheming and
team.
We
Dreaming
could
to
do
Emily.
we could do
No,
like a
we'll give
draft.
Emily
We
the
could do
Scheming
like a
and Dreaming.
draft though.
Yeah, we could like split
We
everyone.
No,
Two
I want it all
captains.
individual events.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Or
could do
team
like
events, but you go by podcast.
Yeah.
I'm
that'd be
pretty
cool.
confident in us, Andrew, that we would win every single event, even shorthanded.
we could do like
No offense to
we
Quest
could do
Boys.
like some sports ones. We could do like some like maybe like trivia.
Trivia would
type
be-
shit.
yeah.
Trivia would be fun.
Yeah.
Like a game
We should
show.
do some more trivia.
Yeah, I've been
Dude,
trying
that'd be
because
sick.
I haven't talked to the Quested boys about it actually, but we're starting this Patreon, like a snack spot Patreon.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing like a bunch
Foot
of different
sh-
shows
video
on there.
shoots and-
Oh, see, that's a good idea.
And I was thinking like we need the one. We don't have any good ideas for like a rotating cast show. Like that's what we need is something where like different people come on it every
Like a
every
podcast
time.
or like a
just whatever. I don't know.
A daily show.
A daily show.
Not daily, but like you know what I mean? Like the View, but
Oh,
with
like
the fellas.
Oh, okay. I mean,
what was your idea?
I didn't have for a rotating cast
Yeah.
show. I didn't have any.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I've been.
Would
Thinking
it be
about that.
kind
I've
of
been
like this
focusing
type
on
of
other
setup,
things.
or would it be more like
No,
a
not
casual,
necessarily.
like sitting down kind
It
of?
can be whatever. It
Yeah.
can be whatever. It just
that's what I
depends on
said.
the
It's
thing.
just
It
a
doesn't
talk
matter.
show.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
I'd like
guest
there
or
to be
anything.
more of a. But I'd like it to be more than just a rotating guest podcast. Like I'd like there to be a point, like maybe a game or some kind of competitive.
You know, it'd be cool
element.
is
I'd like
to
to
have
compete.
like
I'll compete any day of the week.
Yeah, I'd be all over that. You know, it'd be cool is to have like a live performance type thing, where you could like kind of like a Tonight Show vibe, where it's like people talking, and then you have like maybe because I know like Connor does that. He like records and films live shit.
Mhm.
You could have like someone come in and just like perform like a song or some shit. I don't know, just like different
I
things.
chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of?
Or yeah, we could just it could be us performing songs that are already popular.
I'll sing it. I'll do that. For you
That'd
guys'
be funny
episode.
as
I'll
fuck.
like stay late one night, really, burning at both
Yeah.
ends, and I'll
Yeah,
do a performance.
You gotta
that
make
guys can
it- you
record
gotta,
and do
like-
as like an intermission.
you got to bring them on like very seriously. Be like, we have a musical guest tonight, and then like it just cuts to you singing that.
It's me every time.
It's just you and a microphone singing your fucking heart out, and then we're just like, all right, thank you guys for watching. Like we don't acknowledge
Yeah.
that it's like kind of like goofy. We're just
What
like,
do you
thank
want
you
your
guys so
stage
much.
name to be? El Pollo Loco. I think
No,
that's.
I
what
want
you
my
should call
stage name
yourself.
to be Ryan Metzler.
Just take
That's so
someone's name.
funny. You got to get out of here, Matthew.
Yeah, I
You
do.
have to go.
But the thought just came back to me.
I'm
The very
down to keep
The
going.
very first thought I lost. I don't know how it was. I don't know if I've ever talked about it. But saying the name I just said reminded me of it too. Like, I think the funniest shit to do, in my opinion, and this might not be funny to other people, but you know how once a year you'll get like the letter to vote for the. Excuse me, got the hiccups all of a sudden. To vote for the school board.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have like 3 candidates, and then there's like a write-in spot. I think like writing people's name in there is hysterical.
You mentioned this a little last week.
random. Did I talk about this last week? Maybe
Just
it's really
barely.
been on
You-
my mind.
You said that you've
Let's do
been
it.
like
We should just
Yeah,
pick
like
one
pick
person.
one
School board
person
before.
and don't tell them, and just see
Don't
how
tell
many
'em.
people you
I
can
feel
get.
like if you can get like 30 votes for a guy, they'll win.
they have a chance.
I don't know
no,
how
'cause
many
a
of
lot
those
of people
oldies
probably
vote.
Do
just.
people vote on that, or
Oh,
they just throw it
yeah.
out?
Old
No,
people
no,
must
no.
Old people, yeah.
Well, here's the problem: is people that give a shit, that like own houses,
losers.
because like
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with like the budget, which has a lot to do with like your taxes that you pay, like when you live in a school district.
Mhm.
So people do care, but that's
Right.
why I think it would be super funny to put somebody random in there, and they could do funny shit with the budget.
And they're like, oh,
Ice cream
fuck, I
machines.
won. And you're like, yep. And they have to go through.
Yeah, they have to do it.
It's like
yeah.
a prank. Like,
Uh-huh.
you have to be
It's-
the lead of the
dude,
school
No,
board.
It's
new
literally
thing,
like-
new thing. Dude, the greatest fantasy football punishment of all time
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
like
You
you
have
have
to
your
be
league
on
of
the
like
school
12 people, but you have a community of like 1,000 people
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
agree to like vote the loser in as a write-in
Oh,
for the
that's
school board.
so funny.
That's so good.
That's literally though.
You heard
like,
it here first, folks.
That's like Tim Allen becoming Santa Claus, and he's like, "Well, what if I don't want to be Santa? What if I don't want to be school superintendent?"
Too fucking bad.
Well-
Not superintendent. That's a real job, more of a
Oh,
job.
like what if
yeah.
I don't want to be on the school board? Well,
That'd be
then
awesome.
So many children,
Dude,
And
That'd
they
be so
genuinely,
funny.
they have no idea why you're there. And you just show
Yeah.
up to the meeting, you're like,
with no background information.
yeah,
like, they
yeah, you have no
clue
idea
what's
who
going
anyone
on.
is. They're like, so what do we
Yeah.
think about,
Anybody got a crash course for me on what it's like to be on a school
what
board?
should we do about building a new playground? You're like, fucking do it. I don't know.
Halfway
Yeah.
through the meeting, somebody looks over at you. You're on Amazon looking up school board for dummies, just trying to order a quick
Yeah.
text.
Yeah, you're like, so are we all going out after this?
yeah, yeah. You guys want to play flip cup with Red Bull or?
yeah, you're like, I worked in sales,
Yeah,
so
Listen, the problem with this school district is that it
How-
doesn't have a winner's mentality.
How many hours a week are you guys spending in Walmart trying to like talk
Sell
about
the school to
yeah,
people.
yeah.
How many hours are these kids grinding, and how many hours are they doing social
like,
studies?
listen, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of reinventing the whole school curriculum. Anyways, like, Why do we need to learn geography when we can learn how to get bitches 101?
Yeah, I feel like my, best role would just be to take over the school's like financial investments. Like I've seen some really popular NFTs come up lately that I think,
Yeah.
like if we started buying kids NFTs, it would do so much more for them than their education.
Yes.
Think about how much money these kids would have coming out of high school sitting on these apes for 12 years.
It's a Bored Ape scholarship program.
Yeah.
It's a
He's like,
Bored
we've
Ape.
actually rebranded into Bored Apes High School.
Yeah.
You sell your,
Kindergarten, you get an ape. Senior year, we sell your ape.
and every kid leaves a millionaire.
Yeah.
Graduates. If we start investing in the kids,
I kind of like that idea. Like not necessarily like an NFT, but something that you get each kid that will potentially
like a bond,
increase in buy them a war bond when they go into kindergarten.
buy them, like make them invest in stocks.
Yeah.
If your parents give us
them
$1
a bunch of
on the
scrap
first day
metal.
of kindergarten, we'll grow that by the time you leave high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. School goes bankrupt when they're in 6th grade, and
They get
that's
sued.
it. You're done. Your education's done with, buddy.
Sorry, dude.
And you have no money.
Yep.
Like, you want to be homeschooled, or do you want to be a fucking millionaire?
We're raising the taxes this year because we're buying all of our students Bored Apes.
They'd understand.
Yeah.
All the old folks.
That would, think about it.
What?
Yeah, your education from this school might be worth.
They have gorillas in the high school now? Like, Jesus, Grandma. Fucking idiot.
Oh my God.
No, Grandma's on board. What you mean? Grandma's got a portfolio.
Yeah, Grandma's like, I have 7 Bored Apes. You're like, damn, Grandma.
I bought them for $30,000 each. They're not worth $7 each.
Because I hustle and I grind.
That's Grandma hustling and grinding.
Yeah, hustle and
Shout
grinding.
out. All right.
Shout out.
Well, that's all I got. But
Nicely
you
done.
see,
But
can I just
here's something else.
No, I just got to point out one thing. It finally came back to me mentally what I forgot earlier in the show, and instantly I turned it on. The amount of productivity that I would have had over the course of this hour-plus long show, if I would have never forgotten that first thing, would have been so much more. That was all that was on my brain,
That's
and
okay.
I finally came up with it. And
That's
look
all
at
right.
me, I'm flying right now.
Live to fight another day.
Flying.
Live to fight another
man.
day. What do you want to plug before we go, Nate?
Oh, God, I don't do shit anymore.
You
So,
do. You do some stuff.
Ooh.
We just put all your usual links in the
Yeah,
description.
you guys
We'll
got
just do
my-
that.
The
Yeah.
usual shit.
You know
man.
my
You guys know
usual
me.
shit. If you're watching this, you know what the fuck I do. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know. Watch Quested. I was on there. I'll probably be back. I don't know. Go watch some old Ivy League vlogs from 2 years ago.
Those are damn funny. They hold up.
Yeah, go stream some music that I made. Or don't. Follow me. Give me ideas. If you send me $5 on Venmo, I'll just do whatever you want me to do and send it to you. I'm on Cameo now. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be awesome if I just showed up and I'm like, I'm on
Fiverr.
Cameo.
You should be on Fiverr.
Fiverr?
What's
Oh my
that?
God. I'd
It's-
love to be on Fiverr.
It's like a thing. I don't actually know.
You can like commission people to do
Oh.
things.
Is it like is it like task?
No, you're like you can post like
Uh,
I make $5 edits or whatever. I don't think it has to be $5.
Yeah.
You can do like $1 and you like send them a video and you're like, yo, edit this for me. And people like edit it. And some people probably do like try and make money off there. But that's where you see all like the funny shit come from with like the squirrels
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
that fish from SpongeBob that's like
Right.
and it's in the middle of like a video.
People
that-
like scam
yeah.
on there. I mean, a lot
That's
of people
funny.
are just genuinely like, yeah, I have a degree and I just need work and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you pay like a good price, you get like serious people. But if you pay for the cheap shit, it's just like the most brain dead
It's
bullshit
so
you've ever
funny.
seen.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's great.
It was like a thing for a while. Like I
Catch
paid
me on
somebody-
Fiverr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make tree houses.
I make tree houses in the metaverse.
Yeah. Catch me on the Metaverse Fiverr. I'm making tree houses. I'm making quilts that have, really important social awareness slogans on them.
One just says smallpox.
Yeah, one just says
Never forget.
one just says swine flu. Never forget.
H1N1, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
Took out a
don't even
pour
get me started.
one out for the H1N1.
Hey,
Don't
had
get
to
me
be there,
started
man.
on the H1N1.
Had to be there.
I don't fuck with the
Yeah.
H1N1.
Catch me on the Magic School Bus.
Seriously.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, dude. It was fun.
We appreciate
me?
it.
It's always good.
Thanks.
I
Yeah,
think
you-
you're definitely in the lead now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how many times you've actually been on the show. But I think
The
you're
one
in the
time got
lead
deleted
by-
on accident.
Oh, dude.
Remember that?
The forgotten
That was
episode.
Emily's first day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Fucking
it.
Emily,
Oh,
dude. She was
okay.
probably drawing too many fucking asses.
Yep. Letting her
damn
art
it.
dreams get in the
Yeah.
way. This is where dreams come to die, Emily.
Now it
Yeah.
just adds to like the legend. You know what I mean?
Emily, where's your
That's
fucking
true.
snack?
That-
Snack spots
Frog-
polo, Emily.
Dude, I think about frog magic so much.
Yo,
What is that?
shut
that's
the fuck
something.
up.
That's like a riff that we did when you were on that episode that got deleted.
Frog magic.
Yeah, it was about David Blaine because he had just like been on Joe Rogan.
Oh,
and,
where
like,
he ate a
choked up that
frog?
frog.
Dude,
yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a couple
And it was
unbelievable.
so
I don't remember them, but I know
funny.
Andrew does. I was on fire that episode.
Everybody
One of the
was.
best
That was
episodes of all
that
time.
was literally one of the best episodes of this podcast.
That was a great episode.
It was.
I remember because I
This is
left.
for us,
I
man.
left and I like went to like Tops or some shit, and I was in the parking lot. And you texted me, you're like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. The episode got deleted."
It's
But, like
over.
on my way to Tops, I was like, "That was fucking great,
Dude,
Like,
It was
I
so
was
good.
so tired.
Yeah.
I left here. I was like, what a good episode. I can't wait to go home and sleep. And Andrew, I'm literally, for whatever reason, he must have texted you early because I was home in bed.
Well, we tried to fix it.
And
Yeah.
he's like, dude, it's like, podcast didn't record.
when? How
I-
soon after did I come back? Because I remember you're like, "Do you
Like
want to just
2
come
weeks.
back again?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Okay,
you
yeah.
came back with somebody else, though. Either
Yeah,
way,
probably.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andy, I love you.
love you too. Thanks for coming on, pal. We always
Hey,
appreciate it.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should just delete this one.
yeah. It's actually
Yeah, we're actually
being-
not going to air
it's-
this one.
We're
Yeah.
deleting it minute by minute and
yeah,
we're
yeah.
recording.
You're just. You actually haven't been recording at
reverse
all.
streaming.
You guys just feel bad for me. So you're like, yeah, let's just pretend you like.
Let's just have Nate
Make
on.
them feel happy for a few
Go.
minutes.
Put him in. This is your Rudy moment.
Yeah, like everyone's
Get a
rooting
quick
for
sec.
me.
that movie,
Get a
dude.
quick
I got
sec.
problems with Rudy. All right.
All right. Yep. We'll get out of here.
We'll get to that next time.
Yep.
Love you, Andy.
Love you too. Thanks, folks.